Welcome to the Hawaii Bowl as a part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Exquisite, breathtaking views from the island of Oahu. Welcome to paradise on the eve of Mele Kalikimaka. The South Florida Bulls out of the American Conference taking on the Spartans of San Jose State. Immediately made his mark and continuing to do so for the group out of Tampa, Florida. And that's Lamar Radcliffe, and Radcliffe across the 50-yard line and into Bull territory. An 18-yard pickup for the true freshman out of Sacramento, California.
And how excited were they to talk about this freshman with the size and the power. He's got a bright future ahead of him. 6'2", 220 pounds.
Jose State, 49 rushing yards on the ground for the Spartans. That's Stewart in motion. Looking to the right, and the pass complete. Matthew Coleman comes up with it. Matthew Coleman is going to be one of those players that they said has to step up in the absence of Nick Nash. A big grab there. What do they do here, Jay?
Run the ball. I mean, you've been running the ball effectively. I think you try to run the ball even though it's a passing situation.
They get it out and into the hands, and it's complete to Trayshawn Hurry, and Trayshawn Hurry with the touchdown. Well, he hurried on into the end zone, and a nice balance on this drive, and really to open the game for the Spartans, and they're able to punch it in from 10 yards out.
You know, the good thing about a passing attack is, you know, situation which says it's easy to run the ball. Well, they can run a quick out route, make it look easy. Curious to see if he held on to that ball. Oh, that ball was knocked out, and he might have been before he scored. Does that ball move? Oh, yeah, that ball moved. They're going to review that. That may be, very well be.
We'll hear from Tim Parker, the referee for today.
The ball carrier fumbled the ball short of the goal line. The loose ball hit the pylon, resulting in a touchback for South Florida. It'll be first down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Most unfortunate for San Jose State, but a great turn of events if you're a South Florida fan, and a great play there by Jarvis Lee Jr.
And they've got 3 down linemen, and everybody else just stays in the same spot. So normally that creates chaos.
And there's Archie, who has Sean Atkins. Atkins, who found a little soft spot there along the sideline. Jalen Banner comes up with the tackle, but inside the red zone, and Sean Atkins continues to his legend.
Yeah, what I tell you find man-to-man coverage on him, you go to him, safety comes over late.
USF 14 of 26 this season when going for it on 4th down. And the big lineman up ahead, and that's Cole Skinner with the carry, and he picks up the first down. So it's 1st and goal now for South Florida. There's a guy that can finish with size. And in, that's a touchdown for South Florida. They're on the board, a 3-yard run, and the Bulls on the board.
Great downhill running and a great second effort from Wright after the initial contact. Kept his legs going. You see, there's going to be a collision right there. But then he doesn't have the leverage battle, but he keeps his legs going, keeps his balance, able to get into the end zone. And what a turn of events in this game early on.
Naquan Wright with his 8th touchdown of the season. 13 plays, 80-yard drive, capped off by that 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point is up, and it's through for the Bulls. Archie looking underneath, and the pass is complete. Plenty of yards and more for Joshua Porter. Porter still going. Across the 45, pushed out near the 48-yard line by Jabari Bates, but Joshua Porter, the true freshman out of Sebring, Florida, with a big game.
Yeah, this is one of the freebies. They want you to throw the ball short.
Legends around here in the state of Hawaii at the University of Hawaii. That one tall, nearly intercepted, is picked off. South Florida comes up with the interception, and on the way is Tavin Ward. Tavin Ward, the junior out of Fort Myers, Florida, one of those players who started all 12 games on defense. And great growth they have seen from him this season. Unfortunate turnover for Egan and this Spartans offense.
And once again, you know, Tavin Ward got the interception, but I'm going to give credit to number 28, Jarvis Lee. Does a good job buzzing underneath. When you have to try and throw over him, that was number 28, forcing him to throw over him. That made it a high throw.
And then Coach Golish said, hey, go for more. Your second and goal, and Kelly Joyner Jr. up ahead and in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida once more. 4-yard TD run for Kelly Joyner Jr., one of the top rushers all time in South Florida history.
Coming into this ball game, he led the South Florida Bulls with a number of rushing attempts with over 100 on the season, but good job lowering the pad level. They call him one of the leaders, and their job was to get him touches. Well, they got him touches in the red zone, and he made it count.
The extra point is good, and just speed, the true freshman in the backfield alongside Egan. And the helmet coming up and still making the catches, Trayshawn Hurry.
Yeah, we think we know what the flags are going to be all about, but what about this catch and the concentration? Now, he can stay in the game because there will be a penalty call on hands to the face or pass interference or holding, whatever you want to call.
As a direct result of the foul.
Look at the concentration. They on an island, one-on-one back shoulder throw. Helmet comes off, so that's an obvious penalty. And look at the concentration.
Try to get on the board and try to cut this lead in half. There's Chalk, that jump cut, and he pushes it in. Touchdown, San Jose State. Chalk said, give me the rock, I got you back, brothers. The 3-yard touchdown run gives the Spartan band something to play and cheer about right now. 9 plays, 70 yards, just under 5 minutes on that drive for the Spartans.
They took advantage of the face mask penalty and the big catch, and then the ground game did the rest.
It's up and it's through 80.
Who we talked to, they enjoy the process and they really have each other's back, and they believe in that family attitude, and they stuck together and put together an impressive drive.
Or Naquan Wright or Teron Keith on the return, and Keith still going. Oh my goodness, can he take it back all the way? Does he have enough energy? Oh!
Yes.
They say yes! 93 yards. No laundry, ladies and gentlemen.
Poor tackling. Poor tackling and great execution, and that's what you do when you've got a running back that's a home run hitter with good hands. Put him back there in the kick return game.
And Jay was set up by the fake reverse. Another look here to make sure he got in. The extension,
That's
yes,
it.
I think he
Give it to him.
crosses, wow. But again, set up by that fake reverse, and then Teron Keith just did the rest. Oh, Kelly Joyner Jr. saying, I got you, bro. I'll pick you up.
If you think about it, we talked about South Florida, and they've got a little 3-headed monster at running back with Wright, Joyner, and Keith. We've called all 3 of their names, and he can get to the end zone in a hurry if he finds a crease.
Moving quickly into the hands of Matthew Coleman. Coleman, who shakes one tackler and is wrapped up by Tavin Ward. And the clock
Rolling on the field is a
keeps
first
running.
down. The runner's progress was stopped inbounds.
Oh, that's
They're ready. The kick is up, and it is through. But a flag on the field as well. Let's hear from Tim Barker.
Running into the kicker. Defense. The penalty will be declined. The result of the play is a successful field goal.
right now running the football. Things can get very tough for South Florida.
And Egan with the completion, and into the hands. And how about the way that DeMarco Augustin came in charging, but it was picked up well?
Absolutely. You should be able to run the football, so they're testing the patience of the chess game. They just have to stick to it, stay committed to plays like this.
Lamar Radcliffe, who was a big spark plug back in that first half, he had a couple of good runs. Big knocks with the tackle, but Lamar Radcliffe with another solid game, first down and more.
Yeah, number count, they're trying to do a run stunt, does not work, and he recognized it right away. And the big
Halverson, who made one just before going into the locker room from 42 yards out. This one from 22 is good as well. So San Jose State, who was trailed the entire way, came back from 14 down back in that first half. And a great throw and grab as he's hauled in by Trayshawn Hurry. Hurry with a couple of awesome catches here today.
They tried to bring the blitz off the slot once again, and this time just a skinny post route, but what a throw. Can I say that?
You thought of that all by yourself, Joe? So proud of you, partner. Walker Egan on 1st and 10, looking. Lofted it up there, and somehow it's Coleman who comes up with it. That was a very dangerous throw because that had a lot of hang time.
You've heard me say it, particularly about my golf game, Tiffany. Sometimes would you rather be lucky or would you rather be good? Well, that was luck. That was luck right there. Pressure on Egan, and you see a poor angle.
And the Spartans knocking on the door. Trying to come within a score. They're able to do so. It's Jackson Kanan. Kanan inching closer now. And that touchdown puts San Jose State within 2. You elect to kick it here. Would you go for 2, Jay? What would your decision be? We got Halverson on the field. What would you do?
Too early to chase the points in this game here, so I would take the 1 point in this situation, have myself a little wiggle room for later on.
So Egan with his first passing touchdown of the game. San Jose State within a point on this big 3rd down for South Florida. Archie looking with time, goes underneath. That's Naquan Wright, and Wright makes a guy miss and picks up the first down.
That is
14th play of the drive coming up here. You talked about Joel Gordon. He says, hey, this is the time where we want to win the football game in the 4th quarter, try to tire him down. Instead, it's Archie who goes down. The big sack there. And Jordan Cobbs, or Noah McNeil Franklin, coming up with the sack.
yeah, great job. Explosive, comes unblocked on an inside linebacker blitz.
So it's going to bring up a 33-yard field goal attempt for John Cannon. Cannon puts it up, and it is through. So a little extra breathing room for the Bulls for the time being. 7-yard pickup for Naquan Wright. He's asking for it instead. Bryce Archie throws it into traffic, and it's intercepted. Coming up with a big INT and just tripping up before he gets to the end zone is McNeil Franklin. So a couple of big plays by the linebacker McNeil Franklin. And just like that, San Jose State. First turnover of the day for South Florida, and the Spartans looking to capitalize, and they do. That's Lamar Radcliffe with the touchdown. First lead of the day for San Jose State. So they turn the INT into PTS.
Into PETS, points on the board. Points on the board. Yeah, you know, we've talked about how this defense, and you just said it, one of the best in the country in creating turnovers. And up until that point, South Florida done a good job protecting and holding on to the football. But a costly mistake cost them their lead.
Halverson with the extra point attempt, and it is good. Or rather, 12 for 12 to begin this game. He's got to get back in rhythm. Blitz coming. And they got him. Isaiah Rivas with the sack. Great pursuit from the Spartan defense. And the Spartan defensive unit stepping up, bringing pressure.
This is sellout football. It'll be a battle.
It's a long 1 yard, might I add. There they are at the point of attack. Do they hold?
Short.
And it looks like he is short.
Half a yard looks like. Uh-oh, don't let any extracurricular activities.
The ruling on the field is the runner will stop short of the line of the game. It's 4th down.
And some of the linemen for San Jose State slow to get up.
Well, the game clock operator.
Trent Carrizoso, whose long punt of the night has been 48 yards. Trying to make it difficult for Sean Atkins, who has an opportunity to return this one. And 38, baby, trying to take off. So gets out to near the 50-yard line. And that's a good setup for South Florida. For South Florida. Archie, got to complete a pass. Tall, but brought in. What a haul in from Keyshawn Singleton. Singleton with the grab down at the 24-yard line. They quickly spike it. To tie it up from 41 yards out. The kick is up. It's got the leg. And it is through. South Florida ties up the ball game with 2 seconds remaining in regulation.
Clutch. And can I say something? At this point, I think it's appropriate. With bowl games, both coaches, when we talked to both coaches, they said, this game's going to come down to the team that wants to play. We've seen in bowl games where they both said, well, sometimes one team doesn't want to play. That barely got in there. Ooh. They say one team wants to play, the other team doesn't want to play. One team wants to celebrate and enjoy all the hoopla. Both of these teams came to play. They came to win this game, to design something exotic to try and create a turnover.
So they try to do something. A little misdirection right there, and the pass is in the hands. Wow, Peyton Singletary comes up with it, the tight end. The huge grab down inside the 5 after that 23-yard reception.
True South Florida style. After the big play, they get right up to the line of scrimmage and
absolutely wasting no time. And in for the score is Teron Keith. Keith with his 2nd touchdown of the game. So 2 plays, and South Florida is back on top. Well, Jay, our fans at home, viewers at home, treated to just the 3rd overtime game in the Hawaii Bowl. The last one back in 2005. And now Alex Golesh sees his team go up. As John Cannon puts it through for the PAT.
And really right now in South Florida defensively.
You get looking, stepping up, thought he was going to go somewhere, decides to use his feet, and what a big run on 3rd down for Walker Egan.
Yes.
Got to run it, Lamar Radcliffe right up ahead. And does he get it the extra effort and lean? And yes.
They are playing with fire. I mean, they are allowing the outside linebackers to run downhill.
Tione Namani getting that brace taken off. They've already converted on 4th down once tonight. On this drive, rather, twice tonight. And so 4th and goal. Floyd Chalk the 4th in the backfield. This, try to tie it up.
Wow.
Whoa!
Guess who?
Whoa! Whoa! Matthew Coleman. Know his name.
We talked about Coleman moving to the spot that was occupied by Nick Nash, who opted out. And Coleman having a career game, and what a catch by the sophomore from Carson, California.
Well, the way he has stepped up tonight in a major way. And the anguish on the face of Kwan Banks, knowing they were one player away. Meanwhile, a celebration on the sideline for San Jose State. They have got to convert on this PAT and are able to do so. It's out and try to give his Spartans the lead. The kick is up, and it is through. So now a 3-point ball game here in the second overtime of this 2024 Hawaii Bowl. John Cannon to tie it up. Does he get it up and through? And yes, he does. 3 made field goals tonight for John Cannon.
So important to get this first one because you only have so many that you draw up. Shovel pass, got him.
Yes, sir. Touchdown, South Florida. Peyton Singletary into the end zone. So we've seen the versatility of the tight ends, how they like to use them, and Peyton Singletary rewarded after a great effort here tonight. The receivers, the bottom of the screen, Radcliffe in the backfield. Egan takes it, rolls to his left, tries to sneak in, and is able to. So the 2-point conversion works for San Jose State. But some laundry out.
Holding. Offense.
Oh.
Number 75.
Bring it back.
Wow.
Reattempt to try for 2 points.
Yikes. Now the ball on the 13. Egan looking, hit as he throws into the end zone. And that's it. But a flag.
Oh, are they calling pass interference?
Whoa. Javaris Lee Jr.
Whoa.
was on the coverage.
Pass interference. Defense, number 28. By roll, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Reattempt a 2-point try.
Coming back to the football.
Okay, Jay. Go do it again.
Roll them out. Yeah, I like the rollout call.
Egan looking back in the end zone. Conversion. Guess who? It's just a career due tonight.
Mark.
Matthew Coleman.
Matt Coleman.
Energize your buddy. Game keeps on going and going and going. We move to 4 OTs.
This is the end of the 3rd overtime period.
Good job of moving the pocket a little bit. So he's got some options. And Coleman, you almost say, how does he get so wide open in a clutch situation with the night that he's had? Well, you see the route. Okay.
Phenomenal game as it still keeps going on.
One play.
Tough throw made and pass broken up. That was Ben Knox on the coverage. Justin Lockhart was the intended receiver.
They made bubble screen to him.
Archie instead the double pass. Back in the end zone. Comes up. Oh! Incomplete.
Fisher has his hand off, so he must have ran out of bounds prior to that.
Or tonight, rather. Archie looking. Got his man. And that's Keyshawn Singleton who brings it in. As Jalen Boehner was on the coverage. All right, so now that 2-point converted. South Florida for the time being up 41-39. And San Jose State now assuming the pressure after this grab.
I mean, and they actually got to the quarterback. They made him double clutch the football, which is what you want. Play out.
Plays out. Walker Egan moving to his left, crosses body. It's incomplete and it's over. South Florida pulls off the 5 overtime win at the Hawaii Bowl.
This is the end of the game.
They are your 2024 Hawaii Bowl champions. Back-to-back seasons with bowl wins for Alex Golesh and his crew. And the Bulls finish 7-6 overall. One heck of a fight and effort, and Kendia Matalolo's team from San Jose State gave everything they could in this one.